Chess. Super diggity Duke Brosnan, diggity Joe Benjamin, biggity Joe Benjamin. I think he's from USA. But he's up against the biggity. He's up against the riggity. He's up against the biggity Michael. Huge Michael, jiggity J. Michael. Who? Jacob. Michael J. Basman, holy cannoli, biggity, wake up, Basman, holy cannoli. Anyway, biggity back to super diggity Duke Brosnan, chickity. Greetings from Liggity London, 1962. I think actually I forgot to put the diggity dates, but we'll have to get right biggity back to this giggly game because the giggly game doesn't wiggly wait for anyone. Site 78, holy cannoli, not 78. That means that's the Enterprise gearing up, getting riggedy ready to go where no wiggly stupid Enterprise has gone before. Anyway, on to the giggly. It's gonna be a King's Pond giggly game here, ladies and jiggly, super diggity Duke Brosnan, wiggly. But wait, was that the Carl? That's the strongest of all. That's the strongest of all. That's the Carl. That's the strongest of all. That's the Carl. That's the Carl Khan. That's the strongest of all. He's got the sickest. He's got the greatest. He's got the sickest Slavic style diggity defense knife played by who? Michael J. Biggity Basman, English biggity player. This is indubitably even stickity stockfish was wiggly wobbling around on the floor, wiggly wondering how could be so super diggity super cool like who? Like you, Mr. Michael Jiggity J. You, it copies you, Mr. Michael Jiggity. You just Michael J. Basman. He's got the biggity Michael Basman. He's the biggity boss. He's a biggity boss at chickity chest. He brings that chickity chest. Doesn't biggity matter if his horse, of course, is gonna be hanging out at the edge of the board. He's like, okay, I got the victory just because I look especially awake right now. What? You look especially awake right now? No, you don't, Michael. You don't look especially Miggity Michael J. Basman versus Joel Benjamin. Let's not count out Jiggity Joey's up a Biggity Pond, but what to see actually, that's the sickest Slavic style diggity defense I've ever actually biggity bore witness to, ladies and jiggly super diggity Duke Brosnan. Can't wait for the culmination of this giggly game. It's gonna be the most insane giggly game. Like, period. Like me, absolutely. So biggity knocked off my socks. Gotta grab me a drink of Michi. Biggity back to the, whoa, what happened? Oh my gosh, Jiggity Joel, don't Biggity mess out, don't mess around with the American. He's actually teaching Biggity Basman how to Biggity play the super Diggity Duke Brosnan today. Jiggity chest, he's got the pawn on up. He's got the pawn on up. Although I irrefutably, really like the biggity position of Michael J. Basman as he's super diggity Duke Brosnan, riggity ready, not gonna castle, not today, not tomorrow. Seriously, doesn't need no castle. And then that's a king side castle, but that's what Biggity Basman expected. That's why he liggity left his riggity rook over there, tiggity tucked in the biggity bed. He's down a Biggity Pond though. Can he actually make up for this Biggity Pond and grab that victory out of the jiggity jaws of defeat, or will it be a GGG in the favor of the American? Mr. Who? Don't actually count me out. My name's Joel Benjamin. Don't count me out. My name's Joel Benjamin. Biggity back in 1978. Biggity liggity. I just flew all the way over here to Liggity London. You didn't have to fly nowhere, boss man. This is me. I'm the biggity back of my aircraft. They had to take extra liggity long because they strapped the Enterprise to my biggity back of my aircraft, so it was like incredibly long before I was able to touch on down. As here I am, a biggity pond up, biggity beatbox in the face of jiggity Michael J. Who? Michael J. Biggity boss man. He thought he was a biggity boss man, but here I go, Mr. Benjamin. Jiggity, okay, there goes the bishop. Gonna be taking on the horse. Of course, the horse is gonna be taken on diggity down. Things looking, oh, got the rook now. Go America! Go America! Just eating on up. America just eating Michael J. Fox, Michael J. Benjamin, Michael J. Everybody. They just ate everybody. They're coming up for Michael Bossman next. He's like, what? Michael Bossman is not scared of nobody, as he's absolutely so far diggity down. This American's just eating him on up now. Wow, the W-O, I should have known this American was not to be messed with. Like, holy cannoli, I've done biggity games with him biggity before. I just knew that Basman was such a biggity. But look at the massacre. Look at the absolute massacre. This is an absolute, just terrible massacre. But wait, out of nowhere, Basman comes. He's got the biggity Basman moves. Wowzers! What absolutely crazy! The game's gone cuckoo. Completely, utterly biggity bananas. Can't even stand it, ladies and gentlemen. The American's so far up, but he's got this absolutely a biggity musket pole against his head, because there we can see this biggity red coat biggity Brit. He's got that musket pointed at his opponent's head. Wow, what a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game, what a game. The Americans still so far ahead, but that biggity musket boss, they're pointing at the biggity brain skis. The biggity Michael J, check, please. Check. That's gonna be obviously the GG. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. This game was incredibly knocked my socks off. Still looks like the Americans gonna, of course, weekly win. Look at Biggity Basman. He's stuck in a corner, of course. But then we can see, of course, the horse. What? Wait, he just chomped up another piece. OMG! Michael J, even though he's up against the jiggity jaws of diggity defeat, Biggity chomped his leg, chomped on down. He's still popping. Like, pick your card. He's like a Biggity magician. He's actually, whoop, nope, that's gonna be the GG. Guess who's got victory? It's not Basman, it's actually Joe Benjamin. Joe Benjamin. Joe Benjamin. Chicky chess. Oh yeah! Biggity backin', biggity back. There was wiggly well worth the wait. Biggity Benjamin. Who? Joe. Biggity wiggly jiggly Joe. Biggity Benjamin. Chicky chess. Special thanks to Eagle Chickadee Chess. You got the biggity best. But then we got to actually advertise for what? For who? For when? For Ernie Biggity Balthazar. Biggity Man from Manila's got the biggity wiggly chickadee. John Marazzo 23. Olympiad not gonna be, because I'll kick you in the jiggity jaw. And then what's more, tomorrow you'll wake up my jaw horse and I'll say, ha ha ha, that was me. Hee hee hee.